the theater crises are in the bag. It's time to relax.
Ugh, what a day.
Tell me about it.
You first.
Well, first I had to deal with this kid who wouldn't go on stage during the second act of Fiddler because he got pie in his beard.
Shouldn't be eating in his costume.
That's what I told him.
You guys think you had it bad? At least your trouble was local. I had a spotlight Fantine during I Dreamed a Dream in Paris. Ugh, I had to fly all the way back. I got bugs in my mouth.
But that's nothing. There was this elementary production of Sweeney Todd and Secaucus. Needless to say, I had to swoop in and play all the parts. Third graders should not be doing Sondheim. I don't know what that teacher was thinking.
That's nothing. A house found the witch during a high school production of Wizard of Oz in Atlanta.
Isn't that supposed to happen?
Not for real. I had to lift it off of her. It weighed like 1,000 pounds.
Oh no, was she hurt?
Nah, she got lucky. It fell on the dog.
Toto?
Don't worry, it was just paper mache.
The house?
No, the dog.
Well, I had to race around Broadway all afternoon, leapfrogging from Mean Girls to Anastasia to Hadestown, administering quick changes. Seriously, does no one understand layering?
Oh, do you guys want to hear about my day?
Not particularly.
Must we?
No thanks.
I do.
Great! Well, I had to wake up 14 sleeping tourists during a matinee of Phantom of the Opera. Must have had jet lag. Oh, and these two women were sharing recipes during the second act of Wicked when Alphaba returns to the wizard's palace to free the monkey servants and encounters the wizard. And the wizard once again tries to convince her to work with him, telling her that he is not evil, but just an average man who came into his position by chance. Oh, and then I had to confiscate 35 cell phones during Dear Evan Hansen. Sheesh! I think people could just put their phones away for a minute and listen to what's going on around them. Guys? Jeez!
What? Oh, sorry, Groundling. I was just...
Instagram.
Facebook.
TikTok.
Snapchatting.
Seriously, does no one appreciate the work I do around here?
Hey guys, I was studying for my theater midterm, and does anyone know the name of the playwright who wrote Green Grow the Lilacs? The play that Oklahoma was based on? I can't remember the name.
Not now, bit parts. Can't you see we're tired from a full day of theatering? We don't have time for trivia.
Yeah, besides, history isn't important. Quote, those who know history are doomed to repeat it.
That's not right.
I have to ace this midterm, or my teacher says there could be dire consequences.
Dire consequences, my foot. What does he know about dire consequences? I was the one who was in the middle of my 7th aria during a production of Turandot in 1910 when a prop chandelier came crashing down on my head and made me immortal and infused me with the power to fly into people's bodies and either relieve them of stage fright or infuse them with it as I see fit.
Spare us your origin story, please.
Guys, this is serious. My teacher is like really scary.
You don't know what scary is. Try having the most famous Italian opera director screaming in your face day in, day out because you sing to Allegro. Largo, largo, not Allegro, stupid child.
Well, I liked my teacher.
Oh, that's because you went to public school, dear.
Does anyone want to hear about my teacher?
Oh,
No.
Oh.
Wahaha. We meet again, theater friends.
Lord COVID.
I knew I smelled something rotten.
How did you get past my laser security beams?
How are you still alive?
We saw you walk into that old theater in Madrid just before it was demolished to make way for a family fun center.
How naive you are, theater losers.
Still got the jokes, though, I see.
You guys all know each other?
Oh, we are old acquaintances, your friends and I.
Oh, well, guys, this is my teacher, Lord Collingsworth.
Hugwash. This is the dastardly villain Lord COVID.
That's right. I have been impersonating your little protege's theater instructor in order to spring my greatest evil plan yet. I'm going to shut down all the theaters.
All the theaters?
In the world?
But how?
Not even you could do that.
Oh, yeah? Turn on the news.
In a sudden turn of events, theaters across the world have been shut down by the deadly new COVID virus, COVID-20. Unlike its predecessor, COVID-19, it seems to only affect theaters. Other places of business seem to be entirely unaffected.
But you can't do this. I'm just starting out my career. It was already going to be rough out there with only a theater degree to my credit, and now this.
Don't despair, little one. There may still be a bit part for you in the future as my apprentice.
Never.
What do you want, Lord COVID? I know a diva move when I see one.
Good observation, Miss Fright. You are correct. This was the only way to get your attention, and believe me, I've tried. I even arranged for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to be the next Evan Hansen on Broadway, and you didn't even bat an eye.
That was you?
Well, I thought that was strange.
Me too.
Yeah, but it is a cutthroat world out there.
Producers will try anything these days.
Silence. What I've come to realize is that you, theater friends, have been running around trying to save theater all these years. And for what? Nobody wants theater anymore when they can just Netflix and TikTok their way through life. Admit it. If it weren't for your sad devotion to keep that ancient tradition going, theater would die, and nobody would miss it.
I'd miss it.
Do this to us. I mean, them.
Who?
People?
The arts are important. Without them, life wouldn't be worth living.
I'm not saying they're not, small fry, but it has to be the right kind of art for the right kind of time. I just purchased stock in Netflix myself. But if an art form needs superheroes to stay in existence, maybe it shouldn't exist anymore.
Maybe she has a point. Or not.
Here is what I propose. I will give you a test. If you truly love this art and believe it is worth saving, then you will have no problem passing.
Okay.
What's it gonna be on?
Let me see. I know. I will present to you an array of selections from the history of musical theater, a subject on which most of you should have some passing knowledge, and you will have to answer questions about them. And if you can answer even one question correctly, I will eradicate COVID-20 and reopen all the theaters. That's how sure I am you'll lose.
We can't even get one wrong?
When this is over, I'm gonna nail you to empty Baton and make the Fly Tower your permanent home.
Your theater threats don't bother me. Are you ready?
Yes.
I am game for this challenge.
Can I borrow a pencil?
Bring it on.
I'm actually not very good at tests. Quizzes, yes, but not tests for some reason.
Let's do this.
Silence. And now, I present my very own personal performing company, which I just happened to prepare for this occasion, in the history of Broadway.
Oh my gosh, yeah, all right. Woohoo! Woohoo! Sorry.
Let the show begin.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willer is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
When the sky is a bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call me a cockeyed optimist, immature and incurably green. I have heard people rant and rave and bellow that we're done and we might as well be dead. But I'm only a cockeyed optimist, and I can't get it into my head. I hear the human race is falling on its face and hasn't very far to go. But every whippoorwill is selling me a bill and telling me it just ain't so. I could say life is just a bowl of jello and appear more intelligent and smart. But I'm stuck like a dope with a thing called hope, and I can't get it out of my heart. Not this heart. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I can shoot a partridge with a single cartridge.
Well, I could get a sparrow with a bow and arrow.
I can live on bread and cheese.
And only on that?
Yeah.
Well, so could a rat.
Anything you can sing, I can sing higher.
I can sing anything higher than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Oh, yes, I can. Anything you can buy, I could buy cheaper. I can buy anything cheaper than you.
50 cents?
40 cents.
30 cents.
20 cents.
Nah, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can sing, I can sing softer.
I can sing anything softer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
I can drink my liquor faster than a flicker.
Well, I could drink it quicker and get even sicker.
I can open any safe.
Without getting caught?
Sure.
Well, that's what I thought, you crook.
Anything you can sing, I can sing longer.
I can sing any note longer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you
Yes,
can't.
look better. In what you wear, I'd look better than you.
In my coat?
In your vest.
In my shoes?
In your hat.
No, you can't!
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can sing, I can sing faster.
I can sing anything faster than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you
Yes,
can't.
I can.
No, you
Yes,
can't.
I can.
No,
Yes,
you
I
can't.
can.
No,
Yes,
you
I
can't. No, you
can.
can't. I can jump a hurdle.
I can wear a girdle.
I can knit a sweater.
Well, I can fill it better.
I can do most anything.
Can you bake a pie?
No.
Neither can I.
Anything you can sing, I can sing sweeter.
I can sing anything sweeter than you.
No, you can't.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
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 Yes, I can.
No,
Yes,
you
I
can't.
Okay, so I don't know what's going to be so hard about this test of yours, Lord COVID. We know everything about these musicals.
Yeah, they're like the foundation for modern musical theater.
Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote the music and lyrics for Oklahoma, which opened on Broadway in 1943 and ran for over 2,000 performances in South Pacific in 1949. Both won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama in their respective years.
And while they produced Annie Get Your Gun in 1946, Rodgers and Hammerstein hired a renowned composer and lyricist, Irving Berlin, to write the score.
That's right, Counterweight. And Irving Berlin was worried he wasn't going to be able to write songs based on a story, but then went home and cranked out You Can't Get a Man with a Gun and There's No Business Like Show Business, among others, in all one weekend.
Yeah, and Oklahoma was original and daring for its time because it was the first real integrated musical.
Meaning that it was the first musical on Broadway where the story and characters were primary and the songs came out of the story.
As opposed to the story being secondary to the songs. I mean, really, Lord COVID, who do you think we are? Some know-nothings?
We are definitely not know-nothings.
We're going to get those theaters open in no time.
Yeah, because we're the Theater Friends.
Not now, Groundling.
Oh, sorry.
So quick to respond. Funny how I hadn't even asked a question yet. And since you have demonstrated your basic knowledge so skillfully, it looks like I'll have to delve a little deeper.
Oh, great.
A nice job, stage fright.
It's not my fault.
Silence. Now, so obviously everyone knows that 1943's Oklahoma changed musical theater forever, ushering in a new age of story-based musicals. Not only did it marry music, story, and character in ways that had never been attempted before on stage, but it also integrated dance in new ways too.
Agnes DeMille.
What about her?
She was the legendary choreographer of Oklahoma. She created the Dream Ballet.
Well, that wasn't what I was going to ask.
Will you let the evil witch speak?
Thank you, Triple Threat.
You're welcome.
I suppose you're quite a dancer with a name like that.
I do all right.
And singer and actor.
Well, I don't like to brag.
I think I'll direct the next question towards you.
Oh, good.
Everyone hear that? No one may answer except for Triple Threat here. Now, Miss Threat, everyone knows that your name refers to singing, dancing, and acting, and that if you want to be a Broadway star these days, you need to be one.
Yes.
And that Rodgers and Hammerstein had both worked on Broadway long before that. In fact, Hammerstein had written an integrated book musical in the 1930s that predated Oklahoma.
Showboat.
Oh, geez, stage fright.
Would you be quiet?
Well, I'm sorry. I can't help it if I'm the most informed person here.
Most difficult, maybe.
What was that quick change?
Nothing, Your Highness.
I do not appreciate that mocking tone.
Well, I don't appreciate having to restitch a cape 15 times.
Is it my fault it keeps getting snagged on things?
No capes.
Well, maybe if it didn't have to have so many ruffles, it wouldn't get snagged.
Well, maybe if you weren't such a goody-goody.
Guys, she's waiting.
Where was I? Ah, yes, Showboat. Thank you, Follow Spot. Showboat was the landmark show that Hammerstein wrote with composer Jerome Kern. Now, Richard Rodgers, before teaming up with Hammerstein in the 1940s, was also very well known for his collaborations with Lorenz Hart, which in the 1930s included such musical gems as Babes in Arms, The Boys from Syracuse, and On Your Toes.
Okay.
Many of their songs, such as My Funny Valentine, The Ladies' Tramp, and Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered, would become chart-topping pop standards and would later be covered by musical artists such as Ella Fitzgerald and Frank Sinatra.
Uh-huh.
What Rodgers and Hart song was covered by Elvis Presley on his 1954 debut album?
I know that. I know that.
It's Triple Threat's turn.
Oh, come on.
Wait, that wasn't a fair question. Triple Threat doesn't know anything about popular music. She spends all her time listening to musical theater soundtracks.
Not true. I'm hip to the beat. Now let's see. Can I phone a friend?
No.
Okay. Elvis, let's see. Blue? Suede boots?
No!
Isn't it shoes?
Wrong.
I know. It's hot dog.
It's not hot dog, it's hound dog.
No, I'm pretty sure it's hot dog.
It's Blue Moon. The answer is Blue Moon, written by Richard Rodgers and Lorenz Hart for the 1931 film Manhattan Melodrama, which I think is a really unfair question.
I don't think so.
How is she supposed to know that?
She's a superhero, isn't she?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean...
Do you want to try answering another question? Or should I just go ahead and decimate the city?
No, I think we could continue.
Good. Second chance coming up. The previous three numbers were all from Broadway musicals of the 1940s. Now we are venturing into the 1950s and early 60s with selections from Lerner and Lowe's My Fair Lady, Frank Lesser's Guys and Dolls, and Bach and Harnick's She Loves Me.
I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, 'cause there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Watch the time go by, I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, 'cause there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Watch the time go by, I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live.
Achoo! It says here in this book, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a poison can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococcus like. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting a fish eye from the hotel clerk, a poison can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See note. Tendency, see note. Note. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a poison can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's tired of getting a name for herself and it just ain't his, a poison can develop a cold. And furthermore, just from stalling the wedding trip, a poison can develop a grip. When they get on the train for Niagara, she can hear church bells chime, the compartment air-conditioned and the mood sublime. Then they get off for Saratoga for the 14th time. A poison can develop a grip, a post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes, and the sinus is really a pip from a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old. A poison can develop a bad cold.
You've never seen such a place. So many books! So much marble. And so quiet. And suddenly all of my confidence dribbled away with a pitiful plop. My head was beginning to swim and my forehead was covered with cold perspiration. I started to reach for a book and my hand automatically came to a stop. I don't know how long I sat frozen, a victim of panic and mortification. Oh, how I wanted to flee. When a kindly voice, a gentle voice whispered, "Pardon me, this dear, sweet, clearly respectable, thickly bespectacled man who stood by my side and quietly said to me, "Ma'am, don't mean to intrude, but I was just wondering, are you in need of some help?" I said no. Yes, I am. The next thing I know, I'm sipping hot chocolate and telling my troubles to Paul, whose tender brown eyes kept sending compassionate looks. A trip to the library has made a new girl of me, for suddenly I can see the magic of books. I have to admit, in the back of my mind, I was praying he wouldn't get fresh. And all of the while, I was wondering why an illiterate girl should attract him. Then all of a sudden, he said that I couldn't go wrong with The Way of All Flesh. Of course, it's a novel, but I didn't know, or I certainly wouldn't have smacked him. Well, he gave me a smile that I couldn't resist. And I knew at once how much I liked this optometrist. Optometrist? Oh. You know what this dear, sweet, clearly respectable gentleman said to me next? He said he could solve this problem of mine. I said, how? He said if I'd like, he'd willingly read to me some of his favorite things. I said, when? He said, now. His novel approach seemed highly suspicious and possibly dangerous too. I told myself, wait, think, dare you go up to his flat? What happens if things go wrong? It's obvious he's quite strong. He read to me all night long. Now how about that? It's hard to believe how truly domestic and happily homeful I feel. I picture my Paul there reading out loud as I cook. As long as he's there to read, there's quite a good chance indeed. A chance that I'll never need to open a book. Unlike someone else, someone I dimly recall, I know he'll only have eyes for me, my optometrist Paul!
I love My Fair Lady.
The movie or the original 1956 Broadway production?
Both. I just love Audrey Hepburn.
Yes, but did you know that Julie Andrews played the part on Broadway originally, but was then denied the role in the 1964 film because she wasn't a big enough star?
Uh-huh.
And did you further know that Mary Poppins came out that very year and ironically made a huge star out of her?
Yup.
And that
she also won the Academy Award for Best Actress that year for Mary Poppins, and Audrey wasn't even nominated for My Fair Lady. Yes, we know.
You tell us that story almost every time we go out for sushi.
Sorry, I'm just a big Julie Andrews fan.
Oh, we know.
I have every one of her movies on Laserdisc.
What the heck is Laserdisc?
It was an early 80s home video option that was originally called Disco Vision, but I don't think that's important right now.
I was a disco queen.
I think Lord COVID is trying to get our attention.
Thank you, bit part.
Wait, are you saying that you think Julie Andrews would have made a better Eliza Doolittle in the movie than Audrey Hepburn?
At least she could sing.
That's it. Hold me back. Hold me back. Nobody talks about Audrey like that.
Well, aren't we just full of spunk today?
It makes me so mad.
I think I'll direct this next question towards you.
No, don't you remember? I said I'm bad at quizzes.
You said that you were bad at tests. I'm taking notes.
Don't worry, this is an easy one.
Okay.
So 1956's My Fair Lady was Lerner and Lowe's third collaboration after Brigadoon in 1947 and Paint Your Wagon in 1951, and that they would go on to write the musical Gigi for the screen in 1958, along with their next Broadway show Camelot in 1960. And that after the success of Guys and Dolls, Frank Lesser would go on to write the musicals The Most Happy Fella and How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying in the late 50s and early 60s.
Okay.
And that the composing team of 1964's She Loves Me, Jerry Bach and Sheldon Harnick, would go on to write Fiddler on the Roof in 1965.
Yeah, got it.
And everyone knows that My Fair Lady was based on George Bernard Shaw's play Pygmalion, Guys and Dolls was based on the New York mobster stories of Damon Runyon, and She Loves Me was based on the Hungarian play Parfumery, that was adapted into the 1940 movie, The Shop Around the Corner, starring Jimmy Stewart, and then much later as the Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan 1998 comedy vehicle You've Got Mail.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
It's coming now.
Okay.
What playwright wrote the 1937 Hungarian play Parfumery that provided the basis for She Loves Me and those movies I just mentioned?
I think I know this.
Wait a second.
What?
Why are you doing this?
To test your musical theater knowledge.
I know, but why?
Quiet. Trying to think.
I just wanted to see if you know why theater is so important.
Yeah, but asking us a bunch of trivia questions doesn't answer that question.
Who's doing the questioning here? Me or you?
Of course you are, Lord COVID. I think what Stage Fright is trying to say is, why don't you just let us tell you why we think theater is important, and then you can decide what to do from there.
No.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Can you people be quiet? I'm trying to think here.
You have 5 seconds to answer.
Oh gosh. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
He wasn't even alive back then.
I know, he just popped into my mind.
That was a terrible guess.
I know, I'm bad under pressure, okay?
It was Miklos Laszlo.
Whatever.
Lord COVID, this test is unfair. Why does it matter if we know the name of some random playwright from the 1930s? That doesn't prove we care about theater.
None of us got into theater because we memorized names of playwrights and dates.
Yeah, we got into it because we love working in it.
Yeah, I love working with lights, playing with the different colors during a performance, and seeing the slightest adjustment to the lighting quality can affect the overall mood of the performance.
I got into it because of the costumes. I love working with color and fabric and the look on the faces of the actors when they try on their costumes for the first time and see themselves as the characters they were meant to be.
And I got into theater because I love designing building sets, how scales, levels, shapes, and perspective can direct an audience's eye. It's almost magical.
Aww.
That was beautiful.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
You see, Lord COVID, we don't need tests on random bits of knowledge to prove our love for theater. We all got into it for our own reasons, and those reasons have to do with love.
Wow. You've actually convinced me to stop this test and reopen the theaters.
Really?
No. On to the 60s and 70s. Coming up, my marvelous minions will present The Doctor Is In from You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, Meadowlark from The Baker's Wife, and Corner of the Sky from Stephen Schwartz's Pippin.
Oh, Lucy, I'm so depressed. I don't know what to do.
Well, I think what you need most of all, Charlie Brown, is to come right out and admit all the things that are wrong with you.
All right, I'll try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or marbles or checkers or ping pong. I'm usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream. Oh, how could there possibly be one small person is thoroughly, totally, utterly blah as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
A starter?
Oh, certainly. You don't think mentioning these few superficial failings is gonna do you any good, do you? Why, Charlie Brown, you have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Frida, or Shermie, or Linus, or Schroeder.
Or Lucy.
Or Lucy.
Or Snoopy.
Or, wait, Snoopy likes me?
He only pretends to like you because you feed him. That doesn't count.
Or Snoopy. Oh, why was I born just to be one small person is thoroughly, totally, utterly...
Wait! You're not very much of a person.
That's certain.
And yet there is reason for hope.
There's hope?
For although you are not good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but the singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I'm me!
Yes, it's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're you.
Thank you, Lucy. I'm feeling much better now. You are a true friend, Lucy. A true friend.
That'll be 5 cents, please.
When I was a girl, I had a favorite story of the meadowlark who lived where the rivers wind. Her voice can match the angels and its glory, but she was blind. The lark was blind. An old king came and took her to his palace, where the walls are burnished bronze and golden braid, and he fed her fruit and nuts from an ivory chalice, and he prayed, "Sing for me, my meadowlark, sing for me of the silver morning, set me free, buy you priceless jewel and cloth of brocade and cruel, and I'll love you for life if you will sing for me." Then one day as the lark sang by the water, the god of the sun heard her in his flight, and her singing moved him so he came and brought her the gift of sight. He gave her sight. She opened her eyes to the shimmer and the splendor of this beautiful young god, so proud and strong. And he called to the lark in a voice both rough and tender, "Come along, meadowlark, fly with me on the silver morning, past the sea where the dolphins bark. We will dance on the coral beaches, make a feast of the plums and peaches, just as far as your vision reaches. Fly with me." Said no, for the old king loved her so. She couldn't bear to wound his pride. Every time I heard that part, I cried. And now I stand here starry-eyed and stormy. Just when I thought my heart was finally numb, a beautiful young man appears before me, singing, "Come, won't you come?" What can I do if finally, for the first time, the one I'm burning for returns the glow? If love has come at last, it's picked the worst time. Still I know I've got to go, fly away, meadowlark, fly away on the silver morning. If I stay, I'll grow to curse the dark. So it's off where the days won't find me. I know I leave wounds behind me, but I won't let tomorrow find me back this way. Before my past once again can blind me. Fly away. We won't wait to say goodbye, my beautiful young man. And
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. So why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. Every man has his daydreams, every man has his goals. People like the way dreams have of sticking to the soul. And thunderclouds have their lightning, nightingales have their song. And don't you see, I want my life to be something more than long. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. So many men seem destined to settle for something small, but I won't rest until I know I'll have it all. So don't ask where I'm going, just listen when I'm gone. And far away you'll hear me singing softly to the dawn. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
I love that song.
I love all of those songs.
The actors playing Lucy in the Charlie Brown number looked familiar.
I wonder what random question she's gonna ask now.
Guys, maybe we should ask for an intermission so we can regroup.
Regroup?
Yeah, come up with a plan. Letting her call the shots doesn't seem to be getting us anywhere.
Bitpart's right. We need a distraction.
And I need a snack. I have low blood sugar.
Okay, I'll get her attention. Lord COVID.
Yes. Are you finished conspiring against me?
Yes. No. What I mean is, we would like to request a break.
An intermission.
Every Broadway show has an intermission.
My actors were just saying the same thing. Fine, I'll grant you your intermission on one condition.
What's that?
You make me some popcorn.
Oh, sure.
I do love popcorn.
Yeah.
We can do that.
But make it on the stove. I don't like the artificial taste of the microwave stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. We'll just all eat popcorn together.
Why don't you come to the kitchen with us, Lord COVID? We'll make that popcorn together.
Oh, can I hit the intermission button? All right.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
That was so good, you guys.
Thank you. I do pop a nice batch.
Light, crispy, nary a burnt kernel.
Well, we're glad you enjoyed it. Now, about those theaters.
Ah, yes. That reminds me. Stephen Schwartz, the composer of the 1970s musicals Godspell, Pippin, and the Baker's Wife, and the 2000s musical Wicked, also wrote the lyrics or music for several well-known animated films, including Pocahontas, The Prince of Egypt, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Enchanted. Follow Spot?
Yeah.
What was the name of Stephen Schwartz's biographer's dog?
What?
That's ridiculous.
How are we supposed to know that?
Merry Christmas.
I give up.
No answer.
Lord COVID, we're not going to know the answers to the questions that you're asking. No one can know that answer.
I know it.
Well, I don't know what to say then. You have no life.
Excuse me?
Well, if all you're going to do is go around and memorizing all these facts for no reason,
It's not for no reason.
Then what is the reason?
To torture the theater friends. I'm your nemesis. My job is to come up with cunning and evil plans to mess you guys up. You guys are superheroes. I'm a supervillain. That's how this works, remember?
She's got a point.
True.
Come on, guys. Remember what we talked about over intermission while she was stuffing her face with popcorn?
That she's vain.
Right. So distract her with compliments.
Lord COVID,
Yes, stage fright.
did I mention you are looking lovely this evening?
No.
Did you change your hair?
Do you like it?
I do. And that outfit.
I was waiting for you to notice. I just had it made.
It's stunning.
I think so too. I feel so free in it.
And your skin is looking radiant these days.
Well, I did just have a facial.
I love the way the light reflects off your skin. It's like porcelain.
Thank you, Follow Spot.
I like your voice.
You like my voice?
Yeah.
Okay, I see what's going on here.
But what do you mean? We're just complimenting you.
You're complimenting me, so I'll stop asking questions and open the theaters.
Shh. I'm insulted. That is insulting.
Oh, we would never.
She's right.
Counterweight. What are you saying?
I'm saying she's right. She's too smart to try and trick, and we apologize.
Yes, you're right. Lord COVID is far too smart.
A genius, really.
But a scholar.
That brain should be in a museum.
That's enough. I see through your little charade, and you should all be ashamed of yourselves. Now, on to the modern era. Next up, my delectable actors will present musical selections from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Little Shop of Horrors, and the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Rex.
What?
Stephen Schwartz's biographer's dog's name is Rex.
No.
It was worth a shot.
What is Stephen Schwartz's biographer's dog's name then?
Stephen.
Oh.
That makes sense.
On with the show.
Close every door to me, hide all the world from me, bar all the windows and shut out the light. Do what you want with me, hate me and laugh at me, darken my daytime and torture my night. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me, keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for we know we shall find our own peace of mind. For I have been promised a land of my own. Just give me a number instead of my name. Forget all about me and let me decay. I do not matter. I'm only one person. Destroy me completely, then throw me away. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me, keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for we know we shall find our own peace of mind. For we have been promised a land of our own.
I know Seymour's the greatest, but I'm dating a sadist. So I got a black eye, my arms in a cast. Still that Seymour's a cutie. Well, if not, he's got inner beauty. And I dream of a place where we could be together at last. A matchbox of our own, a fence of real chain link, a grill out on the patio, disposal in the sink, a washer and a dryer, and an ironing machine in the tract house that we share, somewhere that's green. He rakes and trims the grass. He loves to mow and weed. I cook like Betty Crocker, and I look like Donna Reed. There's plastic on the furniture to keep it neat and clean. In the pine sol scented air, somewhere that's green. Between our frozen dinner and our bedtime 9:15, we snuggle watching Lucy on our big, enormous 12-inch screen. I'm his December bride. He's father, he knows best. Our kids watch Howdy Doody as the sun sets in the west. A picture out of Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Far from Skid Row, I dream we'll go somewhere that's green.
If I'm being honest, I've never heard this word before and I have no idea how to spell it.
Just do the best you can.
I'm not that smart. My siblings have been telling me that for years, that I'm not smart. We're schooled at home, they see who's bright, it breaks my heart. I'm not that smart. But you know what? Guess what? I have a gentle personality, which you'll all agree is anathema to my more aggressive family. Everyone keeps swatting, dumb kid. Everyone keeps yelling, dumb kid. How could a flea such as me think he'd be good at spelling? How? I don't know. I like my hair. Really, it is pleasant to the touch. I toss my hair a bit too much. It doesn't move, it simply sits. I make a part. I'm not that smart. Da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun da dun dun da 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 doodle 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 do 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 ba ba-da-da ba-da-da ba-da-da. I forgot the word.
Oh my god, it's a coochie.
Oh, a coochie. As in the rodent that was with the other rodent that was with the A-C-O-U-C-H-I. A coochie.
That is correct.
I might be smart. My siblings can't believe that I got it right. But I got it right. I didn't cheat. I saw this light and it was neat. I like to laugh, I like to spell, I like to never hear the bell. And if this competition's hell, at least I'm finally apart. I feel my heart begin to swell. I like, oh no. I love to spell. I like it a lot.
So now that we're in the modern era of musical theater, perhaps you, theater friends, can enlighten us on some of the stylistic changes that occurred between the earlier and modern eras?
Gosh, where to start?
So much happened.
Well, Stephen Sondheim became a very important composer in the 1970s with shows like Company, an unflinching and honest portrayal of modern relationships.
Yes, and Broadway was taking chances with more experimental material like Kendra and Ebbs's Cabaret in Chicago.
And rock inspired shows like Hair.
And Grace.
And don't forget A Chorus Line. That show went on to become the longest running musical of all time in the early 1980s.
Until Cats came along and knocked it off its perch. And with shows like Jesus Christ Superstar, Joseph, and Cats under his belt, British composer Andrew Lloyd Webber created the longest running Broadway musical of all time, The Phantom of the Opera, which opened in 1986 and ran for over 3,500 performances, at least until today.
And British producer Cameron Mackintosh brought beloved British shows like Les Miserables and Miss Saigon to Broadway, which reinvigorated slackening ticket sales.
Then, in the 1990s, the Walt Disney Company opened shows like Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King, which brought a more family-friendly atmosphere to Times Square.
Thank goodness for that. It had gotten to be a pretty seedy area by that point, if you know what I mean.
Don't forget about independent shows by up-and-coming young composers like Rent by Jonathan Larson, which became an out-of-nowhere hit in the 90s.
And then, in the new century, when that awful day of 9/11 happened,
Broadway shut down, but 48 hours later, some shows were back up and running again to bring hope and a few laughs to the American people.
Like Mel Brooks' The Producers in 2001.
And then there were all of those musicals based on movies.
Like Big, The Wedding Singer,
Legally Blonde,
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels,
Hairspray,
Shrek,
Newsies,
Anastasia.
Oh, we're sorry, Lord COVID. We just got carried away. Is that not what you wanted to know?
You just stole my whole transition.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Doesn't matter. Here are a few numbers from Shrek, Newsies, and Anastasia.
Aren't you gonna ask us a question?
I don't feel like it now.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna step out for some air. You guys watch the numbers.
What did we say?
Princess, how are you, first of all? Good. Me too. I picked this flower right over there, is where it grew. And I don't really like it, but it made me think of you, because it's pretty, is what I'm trying to say. And you are all so pretty, but I like you anyway. So please accept this flower with its petals and a stem, which represents my feelings and tells you how. Oh, where am I going with this? When words fail, what will I do? When words fail, how will she know how I feel? When words fail, will I fail too? Hello, fair princess. Oh, look, the moon is out tonight. You remind me of that moon because you're big and bright. And by big, I don't mean chubby. Obviously, you're not fat, but your personality is biggish, is what I meant by that. Sorry about that fat thing. I'm on the hefty side myself. I have to blame the gene pool, which reminds me of, oh, I'm in trouble. When words fail, what will I do? When words fail, how will she know how I feel? When words fail, will I fail to do I have a snowball's chance? Are my prospects just too grim? I've spent my life stuck in the mud. Now I'm crawling out on a limb. When words fail, she'll know what I mean. When words fail, she'll just take my hand. She sees me like no one else has. When words fail, she'll understand. She'll understand.
Write what you know, so they say. All I know is I don't know what to write or the right way to write it. This is big, lady, don't screw it up. This is not some little vaudeville I'm reviewing. Poor little kids versus rich, greedy sourpusses. Ha! It's a cinch, it could practically write itself, and let's pray it does. Cause I may have mentioned I have no clue what I'm doing. Am I insane? This is what I've been waiting for. Well, that plus the screaming of 10 angry editors. A girl, it's a girl, how the hell? Is that even legal? Look, just go and get her. Not only that, there's a story behind the story. Thousands of children exploited, invisible. Speak up, take a stand, and there's someone to write about it. That's how things get better. Give those little guys some ink, and when it dries, just watch what happens. Those kids will live and breathe right on the page, and once they're center stage, you watch what happens. And who's there with her camera and her pen as boys turn into men? They'll storm the gates and then watch what happens when they do. Picture a handsome, heroically charismatic, plain-spoken, know-nothing skirt chasing cocky little son of a. Lie down with dogs and you wake up with a raise and a promotion. So he's a flirt, a complete egomaniac. The fact is he's also the face of the strike. What a face, face the fact that's a face that could save us all from sinking in the ocean. Like someone said, power tends to corrupt the absolute power. Wait, corrupts absolutely, that is genius. But give me some time, I'll be twice as good as that. 6 months from never. Just look around at the world we're inheriting and think of the one who will create their mistake as they got old. That is not a mistake we'll be making, no sir, we'll stay young forever. Give those kids and me the brand new century and watch what happens. It's David and Goliath, do or die. The fight is on and I can't watch what happens. But all I know is nothing happens if you just give in. It can't be any worse than how it's been. And it just so happens that we just might win. So whatever happens, let's begin. Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here. People always say Life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear or how the world may seem so vast on this journey to the past. Somewhere down this road, I know someone's waiting. Years of dreams just can't be wrong. Arms will open wide. I'll be safe and wanted. Finally, all where I belong. Well, starting now, I'm learning fast on this journey to the past. Home, love, family. There was once a time I must have had them too. Home, love, family. I will never be complete until I find you. One step at a time, one hope, then another. Who knows where this road may go? Back to who I was, off to find my future. Things my art still needs to know. Yes, let this be a sign. Let this road be mine. Let it lead me to my past and bring me home at last.
I thought you might be here. What are you doing?
Well, right now I'm looking at the statue of the great George M. Cohan. He's kind of where it all started.
Give my regards to old Broadway. He wrote that song, didn't he?
And Yankee Doodle Boy and Your Grand Old Flag.
And was writing musicals long before Rodgers and Hammerstein even got started.
Oh, I don't know why I started all of this.
I do.
Oh, yeah, why?
I think you love theater too, and secretly have always wanted to be a theater friend.
But they're such a hard group to break into. I mean, they have all these amazing powers, and all I can do is memorize facts.
That's not true.
It's not?
No, you managed to launch a deadly disease, which amazingly only affects theater people.
That's true.
So this was all an audition then?
I tried everything else.
Have you tried asking to join them?
You know what they're like.
Yes, I do. They can be hard to be around, and I know what it's like to be ignored by them too.
I got it. Why don't you join me? And together we can take them down once and for all and allow theater to flourish or flounder on its own without their constant do-gooding and interference.
So you think they interfere too much?
Come on. Do you really think that Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark would have run for over 1,000 performances if they weren't constantly showing up and saving the poor kid from falling?
That's true. That was a terrible idea for a musical.
That's it. Ideas, musicals and shows, they're based on ideas. And it's part of the natural equation of things for those ideas to fail without the constant interfering of so-called heroes.
So you don't really think theater would die without them?
No, but it should be given the chance to if it wants. Besides, art forms never really die, they just evolve. I mean, look what happened when COVID-19 hit. All those online shows.
Yeah, people were forced to be creative.
And not complacently lean on what they always knew.
Gosh, I remember how excited everyone was when people could start performing again after COVID-19.
They appreciated it more, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, what do you say? Partners?
You mean about me joining you to take down the Theater Friends once and for all?
Yes,
I don't think so.
but I thought I just totally convinced you that they're interfering with the natural equation of things.
Well, I think their hearts are in the right place.
Well, I suppose I'll have to reopen the theaters.
Aren't you forgetting something?
What?
Don't you want to finish your show? I'd really like to see how it ends.
All right, forgot about that. Besides, I may have one or two more questions for those do-gooders.
Wow, I didn't know you could do that.
You'll find I'm full of surprises. All right, losers, last chance. I now present to you our final 3 numbers of the evening. You Can't Trust a Man from Tuck Everlasting, Live Out Loud from A Little Princess, and Stupid with Love from Mean Girls the Musical.
Look at him go! I'd hate to let him get too far ahead.
A fella dressed in yellow isn't going to be too hard to track.
Sure isn't a nice yellow.
Hugo, there's no such thing as a nice yellow. I don't know, Hugo. I got a bad feeling it's all going to come apart like wet bread. You can't trust a man dressed in yellow, Hugo. Only a rogue wears that hue. A man who is fondest of suits that are jaundiced puts the yoke on him and the joke on you. They're tricksy, all men dressed in yellow. Something deadly in their livelihood. He must be compensating,
also fabricating.
Hugo, there you go again, fabricating. If he hated the fabric, he would never bought the suit. He must be compensating,
also lying
about why he wants the Foster's wood. Oh, you can't trust a man dressed in yellow. That I knew from his very first hello. I should have locked him in a cell. Oh, you can't trust a man
from the carnival.
Also, carnival men can't be trusted, like living their bruise underneath. Those inbred regalia with mad bacchanalia, they all share maybe 8 teeth. I said, carnival men can't be trusted, flashy hobos invading our town. They asked my permission to charge an admission to expose us to acrobats, charlatans, and
clowns, sir?
I hate them. Carnival men can't be trusted. They're all acutely maladjusted. Who knows how their funnel cake is dusted? Oh, you can't trust a man
with a bad handshake.
You notice his peculiar handshake? His fingers neither flaccid nor firm.
Like touching a porpoise.
No habeas corpus can keep that fish, mammal, from serving full term. Bad handshake, bad man. Watch it if his grip lacks a squeeze. And a carnival man can't be trusted.
As shifty as a swinging trapeze.
And you can't trust a man dressed in yellow, even if you love cheddar cheese. Commingle all of these, you'll see the recipes. One bad man, one bad man, one bad man. Come along, Hugo, let's pick up the pace.
I
I don't want to go along with the crowd. Don't want to live life under a cloud. Give me some air and space and the sun on my face. I want to live out loud. Don't want to be alone in the crowd. Don't want to seem peculiar and proud. I need to be as free as I know how to be. I want to live out loud. Every day, sleepwalk, lockstep, no one dares to stray. Though they may, straight-laced, shamed face, long to break away. They're as lonely as can be. Is that what they want from me? I don't want to go along with the crowd. Don't want to live life under a cloud. Give me some air and space and the sun on my face. I want to live out loud. Don't want to be alone in the crowd. Don't want to seem peculiar and proud. Nobody wants me here, but I won't disappear. I want to live out loud. I want to run down an open shoreline. I want to join the moonlit dance. I want to swing in the branches of a tree. I want to bathe in hidden and let the breeze come and dry my hair. I want the life they took away from me. That makes me headstrong, fine. That's a fall I'm glad is mine. I don't want to go along with the crowd. Don't want my spirit broken and bowed. Why do I have to hide what I'm feeling inside? I want to live out loud. Don't want to be alone in the crowd. I only want what I'm not allowed. Give me the wings of a bird. I'll be seen and be heard. I want to sing when my heart is full. I want to sing and I want to fly. I want to soar in the sky without a cloud. I want to live out loud.
When I was 5, I fell in love. It didn't last. He ran from me, literally ran from me. And being Kenyan, he ran fast. When I was 10, in love again, this Peace Corps guy. I waited hours inside his tent with flowers, which made him laugh, which made me cry. By 13, I gave up trying. I decided I would be a mathematician, 'cause math is real. I memorized a lot of pi because addition and subtraction and division would never make me feel so stupid with love. Like I didn't get it. I didn't get it somehow. Smart with math, but stupid with love. I didn't get it. I didn't get it till now. To an eraser, I would love to. So thank you, math, for being there to bring me joy. And thank you, math, 'cause now you've brought me this cute boy. He's like someone from TV. He's like that guy who gives out roses to those women. His clothes, his grooming, and he's a foot away from me with stoopy hair and shiny eyes that I can swim in. He is living in the room, and I'm stupid with love. I wanna get it. I wanna get it, but how? Smart with math, but stupid with love. I wanna get it. I didn't get it till now. 2 of your zeros undefined. Jinx! I'm astounded and nonplussed. I am filled with calculus. Does this guy work out? He must so sweaty at the gym. Could that image be more hot? Let me just enjoy that thought. School was rough, but now it's not.
'cause now there's him. It's all so simple, stupid with love, but I can get it. Watch this girl self-educate. I learned math so I can learn love. You wanna bet it that I can get it? Just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
Well, what did you think?
Fantastic.
Bravo!
An excellent selection of numbers. Who directed?
Oh, I did.
Very impressive.
Yes, I must say my little ensemble rose to the occasion. You'll probably see some of those young actors on Broadway soon.
You mean you're going to reopen the theaters?
Of course I'm going to reopen the theaters. I was never not going to reopen the theaters.
Really?
Kind of seemed like it.
Well, for a while there I was. But then I had a talk with your friend Bitpart, and she kind of convinced me not to.
Bitpart?
How?
Well, she reminded me that despite your incessant do-gooding and your sometimes overly interfering ways, you all have your hearts in the right place.
Oh, she said that.
Yes, and that you might consider possibly taking me on as a member of the group.
What?
You?
Wait a second.
Was this whole thing an audition?
Maybe.
Wow.
What about the theaters?
You might want to check the news.
Ooh.
That's right, folks. You heard it right here. As mysteriously as COVID-20 arrived, it has just as mysteriously vanished. All theater productions are back up and running again, and the possibility of contagion has been completely removed.
How did you do that?
Well, I am talented at some things.
You know, guys, it might be useful to have someone around who can create mysterious illnesses at the drop of a hat and then just as mysteriously get rid of them.
And someone whose encyclopedic knowledge of theater history is positively
Wikipedia-esque.
Come to think of it, sometimes we do need help deciding which shows to save and which ones to maybe help into the trash heap.
SpongeBob, the musical.
That's the spirit.
Welcome to the team.
Yay!
Yay, new
Woo!
friends!
Woo! Oh, but wait. We can't continue to call her Lord COVID, can we?
That name does not belong on the hallowed walls of the green room.
I was getting a little tired of being associated with the most annoying airborne disease of the 21st century.
So what do we call her?
Well, what do you call someone who is smart, loves theater history and popcorn, but can also be kind of mean?
Calls a lot of attention to herself.
And is a bit of a diva.
Look who's talking.
You look who's talking.
How about Mean Popcorn Lady? No? Okay.
Wardrobe malfunction?
I thought you liked this outfit.
Ms. Q?
No.
How about Demon Spawn?
Watch it.
How about Theater Wolf? Wow!
Well, that's just idiotic.
I'm just spitballing here.
How about center stage?
Center stage. I like that.
Center stage, welcome to the TheatreFriends.
Oh, I got some new theater problems coming in on the genre monitor.
Oh no! The helicopter is about to decapitate a community theater audience attending a production of Miss Saigon in Oklahoma City.
Why does everyone always try to use a real helicopter? Better go.
Break a leg, counterweight.
Look, a whiteboard has just crept out in the middle of an Amish production of Chicago in the Pennsylvania Dutch country, and they're about to do the cell block tango.
Not again. That's me. Bye, guys.
Oh, looks like all of the nun costumes for Long Island Maximum Security Prison's production of The Sound of Music have been lost in the prison laundry. I better get going.
Hope you break your leg getting there.
Thanks.
Was that not right?
This one's mine. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is about to step on stage for the first time as Dear Evan Hansen. Something tells me the audience is going to need a little help with that one. See ya.
Ooh, look at this triple threat. Wicked is about to go on in Philadelphia, but their Elphaba and Glenda ate some bad fish, and all the swings and understudies are stuck in an elevator.
I think we know what we need to do.
Diva Twin Powers, activate.
Okay, but I'm playing Elphaba, obviously.
Obviously, I'm not getting up on that rig for defying gravity.
Her name is Stage Fright, yet she's afraid of heights.
Ironic.
Break a leg, you two, and have fun.
Oh, we will.
I don't mean to be rude, but it's 15 minutes to curtain. Bye.
That last one seemed odd.
Yeah, that one was me. I wanted to get rid of them so I could eat more popcorn. Want to whip us up a batch?
Okay.
Make enough for my actors, will you? They haven't eaten.
Sure.
Oh, and bit part.
Yeah?
I'll make sure you pass that theater history midterm.
Thanks, Lord COVID.
Please, call me center stage.